Hello again, and welcome to another Plan with me. I'm Sai, and this is for Unravel and Unwind. And if you are seeing this, well, if you're seeing it at all, you're probably on Patreon. Hey, thanks for being our patrons. So, today I am going to be die cutting because the people in our group have, a couple of them have recently been to Aldi and have had the opportunity to get themselves a die cutting machine. So I thought I might show you how I use die cutting in my diary. So today I'm going to make a sticker pocket because, as you know, well, you might know, I don't know, this might be your first video. There's lots of these, so watch them, get caught up. But for those of you who are caught up, you'll know that I like to use stickers in my planner, and I have a variety of those stickers, but I need to store them somewhere. So I'm going to make a sticker pocket today with some of my Elizabeth Craft Designs planner dies. So just so I didn't bore you to death, I already cut my background card, and I already cut out a card that is big enough to cut this die with. So let's get the plates out. Okay, we need the A plate, the C plate with the shim stuck to it. And now some of you know what a shim is because you've had to learn. Necessity is the mother of invention. Right, now this is a little bit too wide to put on the plate like this, but never fear, we turn it around like that. Now, for those of you who are die cutting with the machine that you got from Aldi, mine, I do it completely upside down, so don't go by my sandwich recipe. So what I'm going to do, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shave a little bit off the width of this paper because it's not going to go on the plate. Okay, now it's important if you've got a directional design like this, that's quite obvious that that's up and down and that's sideways. Make sure it's the way you want it to go. So I want my pocket to be like this. So when I cut it, I need to cut a little bit off of here. I'm thinking aloud here, but I'm showing you how we keep things straight when we're die cutting. Okay, I'm just going to take a little sliver off of it because this die covers quite a lot of space. So there we go. Okay, I've got my plates, I've got the die, I've got my paper. Now I have my top layer cutting plate, which is cut to ribbons. Look at that. That's what mine looks like because I do a lot of die cutting. So let's get our machine out. And I'm going to open the sides here. And you're not going to be able to see all this because my camera is still quite close, but I am putting my dies through and you'll see it come out. Sometimes when you die cutting, it makes a terrible cracking noise, and that's okay. It's just doing its job. Okay, so I think that's all the cutting I'm going to have to do for a while. So let's just take this off, and this comes out quite nicely like that. And probably can't see it on that side, but on this side, you might be able to see that it's a little bit scored. It's got score lines where it needs to be folded. So that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm just going to fold along these convenient score lines. It really is that easy. So the way that the pocket will work is it will be stuck onto this one like this, quite nicely, right? So what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to punch my holes. The reason I'm doing this is because I need to line these holes up with these holes for it to work properly. And that will be how I stick this pocket down. Okay, I'll show you a little tape trick while I'm here. Let's see, is this the right width? Yeah, this is the right width tape. Okay, I've got plenty of double-sided tape. If you're going to make pockets, for yourself and you don't have a die cutting machine, all you've got to do is make this shape for yourself, right? Don't worry about it. I was able to crank it through a machine in a second or two. You might need to do some tricks with a ruler if you want to do this yourself. That's all fine. It's all good in the hood. I'm just lazy. All right, so we're going to take our tape and put the tape onto the tabs. And I mean, really press it down. It helps when you go to release the backing paper if you've really burnished it. Okay, and I've got a little extra here, which I'm just going to rip off. It's nice if you can get the double-sided tape that just tears with your fingers. And the bottom one, let's just do the bottom one as well. Don't take the backing tape off yet. Put all of it on before you get it sticky, because that's the bit you can't go back from, okay? Lovely. And again, there's a little piece there that I don't want, so I'll just tear it off. That's too small to tear off. Anyway, my nails are a little bit long for this right now as well. Okay, now this is a little more tricky. I suppose if you wanted to, you could just put the tape over the holes and then re-punch the holes. But I'm not like that, so I'm probably just going to be really weird about it. And I'm just going to stick these pieces of tape in between the holes. Because I'm crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm holding it out of the camera view right now because I'm wrestling with it. There we go. And we'll have another little piece. To go in here. And another little piece to go here. Okay. Now I really mean it. Burnish these bits down. Sorry, I'm shaking the table, and that in turn is shaking the camera. Okay, so this you're not going to really be able to do the trick with, so you're going to have to just peel these bits off. Okay, so because you're not dealing with one single length of tape. I did not do a good job here at burnishing. I'm just going to use a palette knife again, just to peel up the backing layer of this tape. Just makes it a little bit easier. I know people who use tweezers. That's a good solution too. My fingernails are just kind of getting in the way these days. Okay. There we go. Okay, that one, the adhesive, you can see that it's shiny. The adhesive is exposed. So this is going to be the side that we match up with the holes over here, okay? But I'm not putting it down yet because I'm going to show you now the trick to keep the rest of it aligned, okay? Now, the trick is you peel up a little bit of this tape and you fold it back on itself like this, okay? And what that means is when you put it down, you've got a little bit sticking out here, okay? You need that. And then we'll do it again with this one. Yeah, okay. This has the other added advantage of being able to stick the corners down before you start. I love that. Okay, that was just luck. Right, so let's be careful with this. Okay, now what you've got here is you've got the backing tape that is still making contact with the paper. And what that means is you can slide it around and do the fine movement and lining up. without it sticking, okay? And then I'm just going to very carefully align these, and that's the side with the exposed adhesive. I'm just going to press it down, okay? Now, don't hold it down too tightly, just light pressure, but so that it won't shift, okay? And you just pull to the side like this. Yeah, that exposes the adhesive without moving the paper. And there it is. Now I cut this one a little bit bigger than the pocket, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. As long as whatever you're putting in the pocket fits in the pocket, you're fine. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure there's other ways you could do this if you're working with, you probably got more freedom in a way. If you're working with the paper and like a ruler and a pencil and cutting on the lines, you could actually make it out of one single piece, provided you like the front and the back. You could just make it like that and then fold it and then use your punch to punch it. But that right there is a sticker folder. Kind of quick and easy, right? Nice. And then I can take all my lovely little diary stickers and I can stick them in the pocket. So, oh, look at that. This too shall pass. I might actually put that somewhere, but for now it goes in the pocket. Isn't that cute? And I think I'll have a tab. I think I'll put a tab on it. Let's see, where's my handy dandy paper I've been cutting my tabs out with? Here it is. And here's my handy dandy tab punch. Nice. And because it's white on the back, I will punch another one. There we go. I've got 2 tabs. Now with the tabs, I've kind of got another little tape trick with the tabs. And I don't think I've ever done it correctly, so wish me luck. I'm going to use my thinner tape for this, because the first thing I want to do, I want to stick the tops of the tabs together, but I want the bottom of the tabs to each have their own adhesive because they have to stick to different sides of the card. You get me? So let's stick these down. And let's use the palette knife to burnish. Why not? Okay. I didn't have to put 2 pieces of tape on the top, did I? But I did. Okay, great. So let's put 2 pieces of tape on the bottom now. I only needed 1. I wasn't thinking. But you do need 2 on the bottom. Like that. First thing you do is you expose your little edge like that, like I taught you before. I'm doing this with the other one off camera because I like to be able to see what I'm doing. There we go. Then we fully expose both sides of this adhesive. Okay, now if you fold these down identically like this, when you put them facing each other, they may just hold themselves apart so that they don't stick properly, okay? What you saw was the top of it sticking. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to align the top ends and stick them together. And these little bottom bits will stay where they are. And they will not stick to each other because this tape is actually, you know, that's how the roll actually wraps itself around. So it's not going to harm the adhesive at all. So we've got a little open edge that we can now stick onto our sticker tab folder thing. Now I like to take my diary at this point and have a look at where I might put my stickers, and I think I'll put them here. And I think I'm just looking at where the other tabs are. I think I've got quite a lot of tabs that are lined up with each other already. I think this one needs to go at the top. Okay, so I'm going to put this one at the top. So let's slide that right where we want it. Wait. Remind yourself what side's what. Okay, this one has to go under the page. That one has to go over the page. Like that. Okay, and then your tab gets slid to where you want it. Make sure you're happy with how even it is. Press it down. Now the exposed pieces of adhesive will have stuck this. So you're kind of locked in at this point. That's when you do your little pull trick. On either side. That's it. That was a quick one today, wasn't it? Excellent. So then you can just put whatever you want in your pocket. You can decorate your pocket, decorate the page however you want to do it, or you can just leave it blank if you like the paper. And that's how you make a pocket for whatever's in your diary. So that's it for this time. I will see you next time on Plan With Me for Unravel and Unwind. If you would like to see more like this, or if you have any comments or anything like that, suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I will read them, I promise. And then we'll get to see, what you want to see. And I will attempt to show it to you. So until next time, see you later. Bye.